In transition, you get back to bodies, not spots, okay? Where is this player right here going? You got your man right here, all right? Now, really, where do we want to get back to? We want to get back to about, right there. Okay, so we're in the gaps defensively, but we're also ready to guard immediately. But this player is getting back to a spot, not a body. Look where he's getting back to. Where's he going? Why is he all the way underneath right here? Okay, again, we've got if you're at the tip of the 3-point line right here, you're right in the gaps, right? Okay, we also have a gap defender right here, so there's no place for this ball handler to go. But when you're just getting back to random spots on the floor, look at this. It's just a random spot on the floor. Why are you sinking all the way down here when your man's over here? And it leads to an open catch and shoot three. More bad transition defense. Here's mistake number one. Look at this. This is a horrible gamble right here. Just get back. All right? Offensive rebound goes up. Orlando clears it. So now I'm just sprinting to get back so I can get ahead of this player right here. Okay? So, yeah, one of the things that you can do now is that you can be much closer to the ball handle and I can potentially get in the gaps. But mistake number two is you never backpedal in transition like this. Whenever you're backpedaling in transition, you're just letting this guard get to whatever spot on the floor he wants, and it's an easy layup. So again, what needs to happen here? Like, don't backpedal. Step up and guard this ball handler, all right? Again, I've got defenders in the gaps here and here, all right? So right now, look at this. If he goes this way, I got a defender in the gap. This player should be more inside. It should be inside the 3-point line. But again, if he comes this way, I got a defender in the gap. If he comes this way, I got a defender in the gap right here. But when all you do is backpedal, you don't force him into any gap help. You're just letting this point guard get to wherever he wants to on the floor, and you just backpedal your way all the way into giving up a layup. You can't sag here. This is why gap defense is so important. Look at the pass right here. You got to get up, okay? If you're worried about getting beat, don't be. We've got defenders in the gap here and here. So there's no place for him to go. You're perfectly positioned to step up, take the ball, don't sag, because if he beats you this way, we're good. If he beats you this way, we're good, right? Stunt, recover, okay? But look what ends up happening. You sag because you're afraid to get beat when you have no need to be, okay? So you just give up an open little pull-up jumper. We got a down screen coming off this baseline out of bounds. Here's your down screen. What on earth is this player doing? Your man is setting a down screen. You cannot sag like this. You have to get up, okay, and show. So this player coming off the down screen right here cannot curl like he's doing. Okay, when you're attached and you show, this player has to come outward, and it actually gives this man chasing through the down screen time to get on the other side. But when you sag like this, okay, and don't show, look how this player is easily able to curl. So now look, now this player has to step up and help, and there's no one to take his man, who just goes to the 3-point line, and it's a wide open catch and shoot three. You can't cheat the screen and anticipate it early, okay? Watch what happens right here. Look at this defender here. He's going to flinch this way towards where the ball screen's coming. Now it's just going to allow Markelle Fultz here to refuse the screen and get right into the lane. Again, if you're going to get screened, play him straight up one-on-one. And if you get screened, you get screened. Now we have our defensive coverages. We're either in drop coverage, we're hedging, we're switching, we're jamming and going under, whatever. But when you lean, look at this. See how he's leaning towards the screen early? So now that allows this guard to get right into the lane here, okay? And there's going to be nobody now, and now that forces this big to have to step up and help. And now there's nobody right here to guard this man at the 3-point line, so it just leads to a wide open catch and shoot three. Okay, so why are you sagging off here? He doesn't come off this screen, okay? If we're in drop coverage, hedging, switching, jamming and going under, he didn't come off this screen. So what is this sagging right here? Okay, he's coming off this screen, which the Cavs switch, and they switch fine. But look at this. You're just in total no man's land. The Cavs have switched this ball screen right here. You should be defending your man. and they're sagging for no reason, so it just leads to an open catch and shoot three. What is that? Two things. Here's the problem with drop coverage. I'm giving up the lane right here. Now, because see, look at how this player's in the lane because I'm in drop coverage. Now, mistake number two is look at this player's back to the sideline. Okay? His back should be to the baseline, and he doesn't need to be this far low. His man's out here. You can get right to the elbow with your back to the baseline. So now you don't have to move your feet, right? You can just stunt and recover easily. But again, look, where's his back? His back is to the sideline, okay? Instead of where he should be, which is right here at around the elbow with his back to the baseline. So now it's just, I don't have to move my feet at all. I can just stunt, dribble picked up, easily able to recover back out. But he's too low. His back is to the sideline. So now he's never going to be able to get back out to the three-point line. So now he's beat. That forces help here. Nobody to check the corner here. Okay? And it's a wide open catch and shoot three. But you know how you can avoid all of this? Is keeping him out of the lane. Again, get this big up and hedge. Push this player outside the lane towards half court, towards the sideline. Right here, it's an easy backside help. Tag right here in backside help so they don't hit the roll man. And if a skip pass is made all the way over here, I'm easily able to recover. But keep this guard. Don't just give the lane to this guard like you're doing. Hedge and push him out towards the sideline, okay? Away from the lane. But when you give up the lane, you're susceptible to bad things happening, and that's exactly what happens here, and it's an open catch and shoot three. We got a flare screen coming. You got to call it out right here. Like right now, your man is clearly about to set a flare screen, so you got to be seeing this right now, okay? And right now, I'm calling out flare, 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 so this man doesn't get hit with the screen. He's able to step over the top early. But this player here has got to call out that his man is about to set a flare screen. So it's flare, 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 boom, and now I'm already over the top. But when you don't call out the flare screen in time and you're not able to get over the top of the flare screen early, you get hit with the flare screen like this, okay? And what does it lead to? Wide open catch and shoot three. You're going underneath the ball screen, you always have to jam the screener. So if this player is going under, and this is something you talk about, then Kevin Love needs to get up and with his body jam this screener. So this player has a much cleaner path underneath, and he's able to get on the other side in time to defend this player coming off the screen. He's able to defend him one-on-one. But look when you don't jam the screener. Look at how much harder the route is to go underneath. See, now he's not able to actually get over the top in time, and this player is just going to be able to blow by him and get right to the lane for a layup. Their flare screen, if you're Kevin Love, you've got to be always seeing what your man is doing. So right here, look at this. You got to be calling right now. You got to be calling it out. Flare, 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 flare. So this player knows to get over the top early, because if he gets hit with the flare screen, you're in a lot of trouble. So right here, Kevin Love, right? You got to be flare, 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 flare. Okay, so now this player is able to get over the top with his legs and not get screened. Okay, but when you don't call out a flare screen or you're late to call out a flare screen, this happens. Look, see, now he's screened. He had no idea the flare screen was coming. Okay, so now that's just going to lead to this player coming off the flare screen and being wide open for a catch and shoot three. Dribble handoff, you always look at this. Dribble handoff's coming. So this player should be letting this taking a step back and letting this player through so he can get on the other side and defend this player straight up one-on-one. Look at when you defend, but when you go over the top of a dribble handoff, this happens. Okay, now you're behind the play, forces this man to step up here, and there's going to be nobody to box out this big right here. So you get a missed layup, but it's an easy putback for two. You always let the player come through the dribble handoff. This player steps back, this player's allowed through, and you're fine. But again, you go over the top, and that leads to all sorts of problems, and it's an easy two. You have to have backside help on any ball screen defense like drop coverage or hedging. Here you're in drop coverage, right? You drop the big, you fight over the top. There's got to be backside help because once look at this backside defender hasn't moved. Nobody in the back, nobody's moved on the weak side of the floor. This is where your backside help needs to come from. You can't allow this pocket pass through. Once it does, you're in trouble. It's going to be a wide open layup. So again, first of all, right now the backside help should be coming. All right? And this player can occupy these two players 2 passes away. But this is also, again, why I'd rather hedge than be in drop coverage. Because look at this right here. Okay? Kevin Love is up. And now I'm pushing this ball handler away, further away from the lane. His passing angles are much different. Now my backside help can get really aggressive because this ball handler is all the way out here. This player can easily sink down and occupy these 2 players 2 passes away. But either way, your backside help has to get there. When it doesn't get there, this happens. Wide open layup. You've got to have backside help whenever you run a ball screen defense, like drop coverage or hedging. Now, again, this is why drop coverage is so stupid. You drop the big and you fight over the top. So right here, look at this. If you did want backside help, this passing angle is way too easy. Okay? But you have to have backside help. If this pocket pass gets made, you're done. Okay? It's going to lead to an easy 2. So again, what would I do? Okay, ball screen gets set. I'm not dropping. I am keeping this guard out of the lane. I'm up. Okay? I'm pushing this guard away from the lane towards the sideline. Okay? Now my backside help here can get really aggressive, right? Because this guard is all the way out here, this player can easily occupy both of these players 2 passes away, and I'm good. But when you allow him to get into the lane like this, it's really hard to have backside help because of the passing angles, how different they are. And now that with no backside help, you just know you're giving up baskets here, which is exactly what happens. Horrible transition defense. You've got to identify who takes the ball. You've got to communicate. All right, here comes in transition. What's happening here? Either this player says, I got ball, you take the man in the corner, or Kevin Love says, I got ball, you take man in the corner. But look what ends up happening. This player doesn't really guard the ball. Kevin Love's in total no man's land. Nobody checks the corner because there's no communication in transition, and it's just going to lead to a wide open catch and shoot 3. That's just awful. Again, if you're going under a ball screen, you always have to jam the screener. Look at this. Here comes the screen right here. Because I don't jam the screener, look at how far under this player has to go. So it's going to lead to an open catch and shoot 3. So again, if you're going under a ball screen, here comes the screen. You got to be level to the screener right here. Okay? And when he sets his screen right here, okay, I'm up and I'm jamming this player. So now this player is easily able to get on the other side. But when I don't jam the screener at all, look at how much difficult his route underneath is. That little 2 steps that you give by not jamming that screener is enough to free him open for a catch and shoot 3. Again, the problem with drop coverage. The ball screen gets set. Look at this. You've dropped the big right here. So now when this pass gets made, look at how long it's going to take for you to give any resistance in the post. He catches it. There's not resistance in the post until you're at the charge circle. By then, it's far too late, and it's an easy hook shot. So again, this is why you hedge, because now I can get backside help. Okay? This big is up, pushing this guard away from the 3-point line. Okay? And now my backside help can get really aggressive here. Now, if he's able to make this skip pass, remember, with 4 different arms in his face over here, it's a simple X out, right? This player can slide over here, then rotate here, then the backside defender just X's out over there, okay? But when I give up the lane and then this big has to go towards the ball, he's not able to go towards the big right here, so now there's no resistance at all until the big for Orlando is already in the charge circle, and at that point, it's just way too easy. On a stagger screen, all right, here's your stagger screen right here, okay? So what are you supposed to do on a stagger screen? It's under the first screen, over the second screen. But when you go under both screens, you're going up the gut, okay? So you go under the first screen, fine. But first of all, this player's got to get attached and show, so this player can't curl, right? You force him out, but you can't go up the gut like this. You've got to chase over the top, okay? But look at the route he takes. Goes up the gut. So now look. Now the angle is this player's able to easily get right into the lane, okay? Snake dribble and an easy shot at the rim, which forces a foul and 2 shots. Again, the issue with drop coverage, you're just letting this player get right into an open jumper. So look what happens. You fight over the top and drop the big. So now I'm just letting this player walk right into a wide open jumper. Okay? How do you have to defend this so you're not giving up open jumpers left and right? Okay? Right here, you're up. Okay? You're stopping this ball handler's dribble to the sideline. Now again, my backside help needs to get really aggressive. Once I'm up, this player moves immediately up here. Okay? And then this player can easily sink down and occupy both of these 2 players. And if a skip pass is made all the way here, he'll have plenty of time to get out. Okay? And then the backside defender can then rotate back to his man. Okay? But when you're in drop coverage, you're just asking for open jumpers, and that's 2 points. You have to jam the screener if you're going under. Okay? Right here, if this player's going under, you've got to jam the screener. Because what's that going to do? It's going to make him have to go far less under, and you'll be able to pick up the ball handler easily on the other side. Okay, but look what happens when you don't jam the screener. Look at how far under this player has to go. So now look at this. There's no resistance on this drive until he's already well into the lane, inside the block, almost at the charge circle. And again, by that point, it's too late. It's 2 points. Don't go towards the ball in transition. Look at this right here. Okay? If I'm Cedi Osman, I'm just getting back. Sprint back. Any motion towards the ball's gambling. And then if you don't get it, we lose you in numbers. And look what happens here. Horrible gamble. So now look. Now we've just lost Cedi Osman in numbers. So now, as opposed to Cedi Osman just being able to guard the basketball, if he had not gambled, this player could go here and we're good. Right? But instead, now this player has to step up because Cedi Osman gambled and didn't get it. And what? It's going to lead to a wide open catch and shoot 3. Drop coverage is horrible. You have to have backside help, okay, in drop coverage. And you put this backside defender in a horrible spot because the passing angle, if he slides over, look, because you've given the guard the lane, this pass, if he wants to really get in backside help the way he's supposed to so that the roll doesn't get caught, now this pass is way too easy. But what happens when you don't have backside help? It's just catch right in the charge circle, and you have to foul him for 2 shots. So again, look at the difference if you hedge. Ball screen gets set there, okay? Now you're up. You're hedging and pushing this player out this way, okay? Beyond the 3-point line, beyond the lane. Now this player can just slide over in backside help, tag, and if a skip pass is made here, he has plenty of time to recover. But instead of letting this guard get in the lane, you're pushing him out beyond the 3-point line. He's got 4 different arms in his face, okay? And then here it's just a simple tag and recover. But when you don't have backside help for drop coverage or hedging, this happens. It ends up being right to the roll, and it's a 2-shot foul. Don't guard away from the ball here with your back to the sideline. Look at this defender right here. His back's to the sideline. Your back is always to the baseline. Because first of all, when your back's to the sideline like this, you're not even seeing ball. You got to be seeing ball and man at all times. So my back's to the sideline. Now, the other reason is here comes the down screen. So if this player does come through a down screen, that's fine. You're just going to chase. This big's going to show, okay, so that this player has to go out and your chase can get there. But again, when your back is to the baseline like this, now you're going to get beat back. This player's going to refuse the down screen, and you're just going to get destroyed back door, and it's going to lead to an easy layup. Positioning away from the ball. Let's take a look. Ball's on the wing. Why is this player's back to the sideline? Okay? Look at this. His back is totally to the sideline. We know it's all about footwork. So you should be there. So you need to be there so you don't have to take your feet inward. Right here, look at this. Stop. Why is his back to the sideline? His back should be in, okay, with his back totally to the baseline, because now there's no driving lane, okay? There's absolutely no driving lane. He's not getting through there, okay? And then easily, because you don't have to take your feet inward, you're easily able to get back out, okay? But when you're late to get into the gaps, because his back is to the sideline, okay, look, Now you let him split through. That forces help at the rim, so there's nobody to box out the man whose man went to help, and it's 2 points. Okay, if Lauri Markkanen here is not where he's supposed to be, okay? This is not where you're supposed to be, all right? Ball's up top, the shell drill. You drop to the elbow, back to the baseline so there's no driving lane. I can stunt and recover. If Lauri Markkanen doesn't want to do that, we got a defender that is doing that right here. So then for whatever reason, if you don't want Lauri Markkanen there, which there is none, Lauri Markkanen should be here, okay? So that, because again, if you don't have to move, if your footwork doesn't take you in first, you'll always be able to get out. If you can just jab and recover, okay, we're fine. But okay, so you don't want Lauri Markkanen in the gaps. Then you need to send this player this way, okay? Because here, there's no place for him to go, okay? Look how you're going to allow him to spin this way, okay? This little spin move, right? Because this player is guarding on an island this way, where there's no gap help, look at this spin move. It creates this separation right there because he feels like he's defending on an island, and it's going to lead to an open jumper. You have to send the man where your gap help is. For some reason, Lauri Markkanen is hugging the three-point line where he shouldn't be, and his back isn't to the baseline. He's got his back more to the sideline. Then right now, I have to angle my body and send him right here. There's no place for him to go, right? We're right in the gaps right here, okay? But you allow him to spin this way where there's no gap help, so now you're on an island. So now look at that little separation occurs because of that spin move, and it's 2. Awful this drop coverage is. So again, you fight over the top, and you drop the big. So you're just letting Markelle Fultz go all the way to the lane. Look at this. And now, again, this player is going to go contest at the rim, so there's nobody to box this man out for Orlando. Contest at the rim, nobody box him out, easy putback. So again, stop drop coverage, all right? Get up, okay? Push this player away from the lane towards half court. He's got 4 different arms in his face because this guard has to come over here so he can't split through, okay? But you're up. You're pushing this guard to half court, okay? And now look. Now how easy the backside help is. This is a really easy backside help here. Tag, and then if a skip pass is made here, you have plenty of time to recover back out. But you're in drop coverage, so you're just giving up the lane. A contest at the rim leads to an easy offensive rebound. Drop coverage being awful again. Look at this. So you fight over the top, you drop the big. So you're just letting Markelle Fultz walk right into a wide open jumper. That is just atrocious. Okay? Again, hedge. Keep him out of the lane. Up. Force him out this way towards the sideline. Okay? Then I have easy backside help here because this player can sink down and occupy both of these 2 players right there. Okay? But I'm keeping him out of the lane by hedging. Okay? When you give up the lane like this, you just let him have a wide open jumper. That's pathetic. Drop coverage is terrible. So again, you're in drop coverage. Okay, this player here has got to stay underneath the ball. You can't let him turn the corner like this. Okay? And you just got to pray that this big, instead of being down here, is up here, and he can just stunt a little bit at this and recover to give you time to recover back out. Okay, but I don't know what this guard is doing. You're not in drop coverage at all. You're just having this player fight over the top with nobody underneath the screen. So now look, now this big has to go contest at the rim. This player doesn't help the helper right here, so it's just going to lead to a wide open dunk. But again, hedge. So right now, okay? Let's take a look. Screen is set. I'm up hedging, okay? Or I'm switching, okay? But if I'm hedging, I keep him towards the sideline. This backside defender it's so easy on this backside defense right here, okay? I'm hedging, keeping him towards the sideline. This backside defender just has to slide over a little bit and tag and be in backside help, and he's easily able to recover back in time, okay, to his man, okay? But this, this is just awful. It's just absolutely awful. Lazily getting back in transition. Watch this defender right here. You've got to be sprinting back because who knows? We need to keep the numbers as close to even as possible. But look at this lollygagging right here. Okay, lazily getting back, and now he only starts to speed up. And so now Lauri Markkanen's got to take the ball. See, if you're sprinting back here off this miss, okay, boom, you're sprinting back. Now you can take the ball, okay? See, now you're all the way up here, and you can guard the ball. And Lowry Markkanen then can go here, and we have the numbers even. But because you lollygag getting back, look at the lollygagging, okay? Lollygagging, not sprinting back until now. Now it's too late. This player has the angle, and Lowry Markkanen has to step up to take the ball. No one to take him, and it leads to an easy layup. Can't let him spin baseline. You've got to force him to where look at the post dig's right here, okay? So I have got to angle my body so that he has to be, he's forced into the dig, right? Dig, recover, okay? When I let him go baseline, I have no one ready to dig in the post, okay? So look what happens. Instead of angling my body to force him right into this post dig, I'm going to let him spin baseline, create an open jumper, and it's 2. All right, so we got problems here. Markelle Fultz is in the post. Now, this player can't be hugging the three-point line. You got to get halfway. Right now, you should be right about here, okay? Halfway between the post and your man. So that, and again, this defender's got to bring him to the middle of the floor, okay? Where we have our post dig coming from. Because right now, if I force him to the middle of the floor, I can just dig. I just jab, recover, back out. When I allow him to spin baseline, there is nobody ready to dig in the post. Okay? I want to force, well, this player's not positioned where he's supposed to be, but if he is, he's halfway, right? Halfway between his man and the post. So now I force the middle, I can dig and recover. But look what happens. You let him spin away from any post dig, and now it's just too low and a layup. If you're going underneath the screen, you got to jam the screener, okay? So here's your ball screen right here. If you want to go under, this big has got to jam the screener right here, okay? So I take a much easier route under, and I'm able to get on the other side and defend him straight up one-on-one. When you don't jam the screener and go under, look at how hard it is to go. Look how the different route you have to go under. So it's just going to lead to an open jumper at the foul line. Again, drop coverage is just terrible. First of all, there's a down screen here. Okay, so you guard this down screen horribly. Again, this player should be attached and show. So he has to go out more, and this chase, and he's able to get on the other side. He's able to get on the other side of that down screen. But look at the separation because you don't show. You let him curl coming off of it. Okay, so he's able to curl. So now there's already separation between the ball handler and the defensive player. But then you come into this stupid drop coverage off this ball screen, and look, it's just going to lead to a wide open layup, right? Because what's this big supposed to do? If he commits to this big, then it's a layup. If he commits to the ball, then it's a layup for this big. So you end up just giving up a layup. So again, please hedge. You defended the down screen poorly, but you can still hedge here, okay? Force this player out to half court, okay? We're going to close this area off so he can't split through, and this backside help is easy, right? Okay? This backside help, just easy tag, slide over, and then easy recovery, okay? But you're in drop coverage, so you give this big no good options, and it leads to a layup. What is this ball screen defense? Are you trying to go under? Then we know what we need to do. We need to jam this defender so that you can easily go under and get on the other side, okay? Are you switching? Then this player needs to be up, ready to switch. This player's underneath, and you're switching. Okay? Now, this big also, if you are going under here, okay, this big can jam the screener and show a little bit, just to give this player perfect time to get on the other side so you're not giving up a wide open 3. It's horrible ball screen defense all the way around, whether you're switching or jamming and going under, and it leads to 3 points. You're defending a dribble handoff, whether it's a dribble handoff or a fake dribble handoff, you defend it the same way. Right here, you take a step back so that this player can come through, right? Come through and take this player on the other side coming off the dribble handoff, but it's a fake dribble handoff. But look what happens. This player's going over the top, and then this player is staying attached to his man. The problem is if you're under, okay, now this player gets through, but now if it's a fake dribble handoff, I don't care. I'm right there ready to guard on the other side of the floor and push for real estate. But because you didn't take a step back and you made this player go over the top, now on this fake dribble handoff, look at this. Look at how much real estate you've given up. Now he's in the lane already, and it's going to lead to an easy 2. Again, dribble handoff or fake dribble handoff. All the time, here's how you guard it. Okay? Like, here it is, right here. I am taking a step back. I am letting this player through. Right now, I am taking a step back, and I'm letting this player through. Because if it's a fake dribble handoff, now I'm ready to easily guard on the other side, and I'm not going to get beat baseline like what happens. And again, you don't take a step back, so you don't take a step back. So here comes a fake dribble handoff right here, and you can see you get beat baseline. It's too low, easy 2. You can't let this player go baseline, okay? Look at this. I got gap help right here. Why are you angling your body to let him go baseline? Angle your body to force him to the teeth of your defense. I got a gap defender right here. There's no place he's going, right? He's going to come this way, jab, recover. Easy recovery, you're fine. But you got a gap defender right here. Force him there. Look when you send him baseline. Now look, you get beat baseline, so now look. Now this player goes to help at the rim. Now this player can't stay out at the corner because he's got to go help the helper, so it's just going to lead to a wide open corner 3. You always send them to the middle of the floor where you have gap help. Can't let the big go baseline, all right? Look at this right here. Okay, stop. You're on this post-up defense. Angle him to the middle of the floor because I got a post dig. This player should be dropping halfway. This player should be dropping halfway. If he comes this way, I can dig, recover, okay, and I'm good, right? So don't let him spin baseline where I have no chance to dig in the post. Bring him this way where I can right here dig in the post, right? Dig, recover, okay? But look what happens. You let him go baseline, and it's just going to lead to an easy little hook shot. Again, look at this man in the corner's feet, okay? First of all, why is his back not totally to the baseline? Your back should be, back's to the sideline. His back should be to the baseline, and look at his feet, okay? This is not how you defend away from the ball. Look, zoom in on his feet. Look how close together his feet are. Why is that? His back should be to the baseline with a wide base. So you're seeing ball, you're seeing man, you're in the gaps where you need to be, and you're easily able to get out. But again, when your feet are this close together for no reason, and you're not back to the baseline with a wide base, okay? So you're in the gaps, and then you're able to get out to the three-point line in plenty of time. He's got his feet close together. So now look. Now you're never going to get out to the three-point line in time, and it leads to an open 3. Okay, so they're going to set back-to-back ball screens. Here's your first one. You go under, okay? But look at this right here. They're going to go right into a down screen. So again, what do you always have to do? You always chase. You're chasing this way. Now, what this big is doing, I have no idea. Get up and show so this chase can actually work. But the problem also is this player doesn't chase. Okay, what's he going to do? He's going to go up the gut this way, and that just leads to a wide open catch and shoot 3. Pathetic. Another reason why you defend a down, okay, again, right here, down screen getting set right here. This big needs to stay attached and show. We all know why. So this player has to go out, and this chase actually works. The other reason is, though, look, because he doesn't show, now look at the separation here. So now this big is showing downward as opposed to just being up, showing with your arms, and now there's never this separation. So now you don't have to drag yourself downward like this. But when you drag yourself downward like this, now when they throw this pass here, look at this, you're late to get out. So now you get beat on a rip and go drive, which forces help here. There's no one to help the helper, so it leads to an easy little hook shot. Hey, this gamble is just horrible. Look at Kevin Love here. What is this gamble here? Because again, because you gambled, now you're giving up baseline, and it's just a rip and go drive right to the rim for 2. So again, Kevin Love, just focus on don't gamble. Just get out to the three-point line and don't let him go baseline. Force him to the middle of the floor where I've got gap help right here. There's no place he's going, right? Stunt, recover. Easy. But you gamble, so now you allow him to go baseline, and it's going to lead to an easy layup. Defend the down screen the right way. Only bad things happen when you defend this down screen like this. Look at this. Why is this player here whose man is setting this down screen sagging? He should be up and showing, so this player has to go out, and it allows this chase to happen. But look when you let him curl. Now look, just because there's this separation coming off of this down screen, this player is able to just fake like he's coming off a down screen into a dribble handoff, and now, look, now he's all the way over here, okay? And this player is, again, stuck here because you didn't defend the down screen the right way. So now this player has to show here as opposed to just being where he should be right here and this player being where he should be right here. All of this chaos happened because you did not defend that initial down screen the right way. And because we got players all out of place, it's going to lead to an open catch and shoot three. Can't miss your gap assignments. All right, one, let's take a look right here. Okay, why is his back to the sideline? It should be towards the baseline. Okay, so I'm in position. Like right now, look at this. I'm already opened up back to the baseline. Okay, so that when this player comes here, look what happens. Now my back is totally to the baseline, right? I'm opened up, wide base, back to the baseline. So now there's no driving lane. I can stunt without moving my feet. I can stunt at that and easily be able to recover back out, right? But instead, because your back is to the sideline, you're not in the gaps the way you're supposed to be, and it leads this player to be able to get right inside the lane and an easy turnaround. All right, you just can't ball watch. They're in horrible drop coverage, but even still, look at this. Look at this player right here. Watch how long he's going to be staring at the ball without seeing his man. I mean, that's a solid 4 seconds of not seeing your man, so you just get beat backdoor. Again, that's why you also always want to be with your back to the baseline. Okay, so you're always seeing the ball, you're always seeing your man. If you want to stunt in this backside area here, okay, that's fine, but let this pass get made first. So if they pass it out here on a pick and pop, now your back's to the baseline, you're just stunting to give this player time to recover, and you're easily able to recover back out. But your back can never be to the sideline like this because you have no idea what your man is doing. And what's going to happen? You're going to get beat backdoor, and it's going to lead to a two-shot foul. Horrible communication in transition. Look at this. Why is Lauri Markkanen going towards the ball? This player has the ball. You got to say, I got ball, I got ball. So Lauri Markkanen knows I got to go find this player right here. I got to go find another body. All right? But again, look what happens. Two players going towards the ball as opposed to this player just guarding the ball and Lauri Markkanen coming this way. So now this player is wide open. He's able to get to the rim, and it's an easy layup. You have to have backside help, whether you're in the stupid drop coverage or not. Like right here, again, this player's got to get aggressive in backside help. Once this pass to the roll man gets made, you're screwed, and it's going to be a two-shot foul. Okay? So again, right here, I would prefer to hedge here. Okay? So now this guard, first of all, won't get killed on this screen. If I hedge here, now all this guard's got to do is just get up and over the top and make sure to close off this area here so the guard can't split through. Okay? And again, now I'm pushing this guard out towards half court, and this backside help, it puts him in a much better spot, right? This player here then can sink down and guard these two players 2 passes away, and the guard I'm pushing him towards half court, okay? But you run drop coverage here. There's absolutely no backside help right here. The backside help is way late, and it's just going to lead to a 2-shot foul for Orlando. You double the post. Your rotations need to be perfect. Look at right here. So the Cavs double the post. Stop. Okay, so why is Lauri Markkanen going towards this player right here? This player 1 pass away is being taken care of. Lauri Markkanen, if we back it up, needs to stay with his man here because he's 1 pass away. So again, right here, this player's staying with his man 1 pass away. Lauri Markkanen, you need to be up here 1 pass away, okay? Because what ends up happening now is here's where we're good. This player here can occupy these 2 players 2 passes away, all right, on this double team. Lauri Markkanen needs to get to his man here who's 1 pass away. When you allow people to pass out of double teams, you're in lots of trouble. That's why your rotations have to be perfect. Everybody one pass away has to be accounted for, and people two passes away, like here, can be guarded by one person because, again, we're doubling the post. We're swallowing up those passing angles. But again, look at the late rotation by Lauri Markkanen. So now you're going to get beat in the lane, draw help from somewhere else, and it leads to a wide open catch and shoot three. Again, this is why your back is always to the baseline. Look at right here. Why is this player's back to the sideline? Okay, right here, your back is to the baseline. You're underneath your man. Now I'm seeing ball and I'm seeing man. But when your back is to the sideline, you're always susceptible to getting beat back door like this. And that's exactly what happens. Beat back door, and it forces a two-shot foul. All right, once the shot goes up, you got to go find your man. Look at this. So this shot goes up here. Look at this. This player here, you can kind of see him underneath, is guarding the shot. You got to immediately, look at this right here. Right now, you got to immediately go find him, body him up, okay, wide base, okay, and box him out. So now when that happens, this player has no chance whatsoever of getting the rebound. I'm going to find his body. I'm boxing him out with a wide base. No chance of getting the offensive rebound. But look what this player does. He never goes to find him and boxes him out. So now it's just an easy offensive rebound and a putback for two.